I'm really hesitant on doing this, and it's really hard because about a little less than a year ago, I made a video that has since garnered thousands upon thousands of views, and it turned out to be a pretty big success for the channel and for me personally, which is great. However, there was a downside. I got a lot of flack for it and a crap ton of hate. And as humans, we don't take hate really well. And guilty as charged. But I've decided to make the bold decision and say, screw that, and update my list on Big 12 football stadiums. Let's do it. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Drew, better known as RockChalk01, and in this video, I'm going to give you my updated ranking of every Big 12 football stadium from worst to best, and it's all based on my opinion. Yep, after the last video garnered its success, I thought, why not do it again, but this time update it for the 2023 year, and yeah, hopefully it does the same. I doubt it, but who knows? Now, before I do get started, this ranking will include 14 teams since Oklahoma and Texas will be departing after the 2023-24 academic school year to join the SEC. So it sucks that this is happening, but hey, at least the next couple years, it'll be two less teams that I gotta worry about. So I thought it'd be the right decision to include those two teams as kind of a final farewell, and also include the new 4 expansion teams who are officially members of the Big 12 once August hits. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think, also where you would rank these stadiums, and let me have it. I don't care. But without further ado, here's my rankings.
Number 14, TDECU Stadium, Houston. Yeah, this stadium I kinda gave more credit than it deserves. At a price tag of $128 million, it doesn't have a lot of fans going into the stadium despite its small size. However, an interesting fact, it's also home to the XFL's Houston Roughnecks, so that's kinda interesting. Nicknamed The Cage, it opened on August 29, 2014, and will begin its 9th year hosting the Cougars. It has a capacity of 40,000 fans, and its largest crowd was back in 2016 for a game against Louisville with a record crowd of 42,822. Number 13, David Booth Kansas Memorial Stadium, Kansas. Showing no bias here, but thank the Lord KU finally got a better home field advantage, including 3 sellouts last year. But the stadium still needs some work, as it is showing its age, and with its price tag of $275,000, it's in desperate need for a renovation. Thank goodness for one being planned in this coming year. Nicknamed The Booth, it opened on October 29, 1921, and will begin its 102nd year hosting the Jayhawks. It's been expanded 3 times and renovated 4 times, and has a current capacity of 47,233, which is largest crowd coming in 2009 against Northern Colorado with a record crowd of 52,530. Number 12, Milan Puskar Stadium, West Virginia. Man, hopefully I got this pronunciation right, but the $22 million stadium has seen its better days, as the crowds have dropped drastically in the last couple of years, and I can see this continuing in the future. I mean, it's not a bad stadium design, as it is loosely based on another Big 12 stadium. However, an interesting fact, if it was sold out, it would be the largest city in West Virginia, which that's nuts. The stadium opened on September 6, 1980, and will begin its 43rd year hosting the Mountaineers. The stadium has been expanded twice and has also been renovated 3 times. It has a current capacity of 60,000, and its largest crowd was against Miami in 1993 with a crowd of 70,222. Number 11, FBC Mortgage Stadium, UCF. The $55 million stadium has a really good design. However, I'm still just a little mixed about it. I just don't know if the crowds will show up once conference games happen for UCF this year. But who knows? Nicknamed the Bounce House, it opened on September 15, 2007, and will begin its 16th year hosting the Knights. It's also been renovated twice and has a current capacity of 45,301, and its largest crowd was against Miami in 2009 with a record crowd 48,453. Number 10, Nippert Stadium, Cincinnati. The $10.5 million stadium is the smallest in the Big 12 as well as the oldest. It does have great crowds, but it does show its age despite the renovations. Also an interesting fact, the stadium was also the former home to the MLS's FC Cincinnati. The stadium opened in 1915 and will begin its 108th year hosting the Bearcats and has been renovated 9 times with a current capacity of 40,000. And its largest crowd was against UConn in 2015 with a record crowd 40,124. Number 9, Jack Trice Stadium, Iowa State. The $7.6 million stadium had a big setback when it came to crowd atmosphere this year, but still pretty average and has a really good design. Also an interesting fact about the stadium, it is named after the first African-American athlete in school history, named Jack Trice. Nicknamed the Jack, it opened on September 20th, 1975, and will begin its 48th year hosting the Cyclones. It has been expanded 4 times and renovated 3 times with a current capacity of 61,500. And its largest crowd was 61,500 that has been hit multiple times, most recently versus Texas in 2021. Number 8, McLean Stadium, Baylor. The stadium I probably got the most flack for just because I ranked it a little low. But other than that, it is the newest stadium in the Big 12 by a mere 2 days and the most expensive stadium with an insane price tag of $266 million. The atmosphere there is really, really good. However, my little nitpick, it is on the smaller side. With that said, the stadium opened on August 31st, 2014 and will begin its 9th year hosting the Bears with a current capacity of 45,140. And its largest crowd was against Oklahoma in 2019 with a crowd of 50,233. Number 7, Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, Texas. Another stadium that I got flack for, but the $275,000 stadium is the largest stadium in the Big 12, and although it is impressive, it only gets crowd for important games. Nicknamed DKR, it opened on November 8th, 1924, and will begin its 99th year hosting the Longhorns. It has been expanded and renovated 8 times and has a current capacity of 100,119. And its largest crowd was against Alabama this past season with a record crowd 105,213. Number 6, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, BYU. Once Oklahoma and Texas depart for the SEC, this will be the largest stadium in the Big 12. It has incredible crowds and incredible scenery around the stadium. The only nitpick I have is that the stadium's design is a bit wonky for me. But with that said, the stadium opened on October 2nd, 1964, and will begin its 59th year hosting the Cougars. It has also been renovated 4 times and has a current capacity of 63,470. And its largest crowd was against Notre Dame in 1993 with a crowd of 66,247. Number 5, Eamon G. Carter Stadium, TCU. I did get a lot of flack for this stadium, and I believe the $164 million stadium is a really good one. It is a bit small, but it does have an incredible atmosphere. And also, as an interesting fact, it's the only Big 12 stadium to host a bowl game, as it hosts the Armed Forces Bowl. Nicknamed Hell's Half Acre, it opened on October 11th, 1930, and will begin its 93rd season hosting the Horned Frogs. It has been expanded 6 times and rebuilt entirely once in 2012 and has a current capacity of 47,000. Its largest crowd was against Utah in 2009 with a crowd of 50,307. Number 4, Jones AT&T Stadium, Texas Tech. The $400,000 stadium has probably one of the most loyal student sections in the conference, as over about 17,000 show up a game. And it is going through a renovation right now, which means we should see improvements to the stadium, which are already good. Nicknamed the Jones, it opened on November 29, 1947, and will begin its 76th year hosting the Red Raiders. It has been expanded 6 times and renovated 3 times, and has a current capacity of 60,454. And its largest crowd was against Oklahoma State in 2013, with a crowd of 61,836. Number 3, Boone Pickens Stadium, Oklahoma State. The stadium with the smallest price tag at only $50,000 has one of the most electric fan bases to enter the stadium, period. Plus, it also has an interesting design by connecting to the basketball arena, Gallagher-Iba Arena. Nicknamed the Boone, it opened on October 2nd, 1920, and will begin its 103rd year hosting the Cowboys. It has been expanded 6 times and renovated once through a 6-year period and has a capacity of 55,509. Its largest crowd was against Baylor in 2013 with a crowd of 60,218. Number 2, Bill Snyder Family Stadium, Kansas State. Alright, K-State fans, here you go. I'm going to give you some praise here. Your $1.6 million stadium has one of the best home field advantages, not only in the Big 12, but also in college football, period. Also, the exterior of the stadium is really, really cool as well. The stadium opened on September 21st, 1968, and will begin its 55th year hosting the Cats. It has been expanded twice and also renovated 4 times with a current capacity of 50,000. Its largest crowd was against Nebraska in 2000 with a crowd of 53,811. Number 1, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, Oklahoma. What can I say about this stadium? The $293,000 stadium is without a doubt the best in the conference. The atmosphere there is absolutely awesome. The exterior of the place is incredible too, making it look like a church at some points. Nicknamed the Palace on the Prairie, it opened on October 20th, 1923, and will begin its 100th year hosting the Sooners. It's been expanded 8 times and renovated 4 times, and has a current capacity of 80,126. Its largest crowd was against TCU in 2017 with a crowd of 88,308. And that's going to do it for my updated ranking of every Big 12 stadium from worst to best. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Also leave a like, share, and subscribe, and push that notification bell. Also tell your friends about these videos. And I should see you again when the next one comes out. But until then, have a good day. Never ever bring exotic dancers to the field house. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.